That's one thing I like so much about Berseria. It's all gray area. Yeah, absolutely. So far it's been. She does some bad things, but overall people have free will, and that's for the betterment of humanity.
Wait, no, it's hot! Can you please stop making a fuss? Anyone who can keep their cool inside a volcano needs their head examined. I can feel the power of the Earth Pulse flowing upward. This is the life spring.
That's odd. Melchior isn't here.
Have you devoured even Shigure, Lord of Calamity? But remember, the only exorcists whose souls are worthy of sacrifice are Shigure, Oscar, Teresa, and me!
He's above us, at the volcano's peak.
He really being uppity, huh?
With 3 souls, you can only awaken 3 Empyreans. That won't be enough to seal Innominat's power. If you are missing even one, awakening them will cause this volcano to explode, with you inside it. If you seek to awaken all 4 elemental Empyreans, then come. Try and take my soul from me!
What do you think, Magilo?
Trap. Melchior's greatest strength lies in his power over ice. I only wish we could lure him down here.
But we dare not forget. He's an exorcist who spent years plotting to awaken Innominat.
Exactly. He could be capable of anything. It'd be dangerous to assume otherwise.
Maybe this is the wrong time, but Magilo, you're related to Melchior, right?
You'd better believe it's the wrong time. Long ago, I was Magilanica Loom Maven, Melchior's foster daughter, and before I was cast out, his disciple.
Oh, dang!
Magilanica.
Foster daughter, that's cool!
The lost legate.
Oh, dang!
So even after 10 years, my name still lives on.
I'm impressed. You must have commanded a lot of respect.
Not in the least. The relationship between Melchior and I was like that between Velvet and Artorias. The debts owed, and the grudges held. Velvet, you don't have to believe me. You may never believe me. But I tell you now, I want to settle my—
I don't much care about the affairs of a witch, now do I? I'm going to the peak to find him. Just doing what I want, like always.
Yep, that's right. And I'm going with you, like always.
Aw. Every time we get serious with Magilo, she detracts. But this time, Velvet did it. And that's just a little bit sweeter, ain't it?
Piece of cake, it's a cinch, piece of cinch. It's scorching, it's freezing, it's scorching.
What are you muttering about?
You told me to chill out when I complained about the heat.
Is that still bothering you?
I heat up quickly and cool down slowly. I'm not bothering anyone, so go on, get lost.
That's even more annoying. I mean, come on. If it's both hot and cold, it's not scorzing. It's freeching, clearly.
It's
That doesn't
freaky.
sound like me at all. Wait, that's not even my point. My skin feels like a frozen shell, but somehow my insides are boiling. It's miserable. It should be one or the other. I can't stand this fence sitting.
Oh? Well, so what about the pineapple and sweet and sour pork?
Gross. A sweet omelet? A crime against nature.
Chocolate-covered raisins?
Whoever thought up dried grapes should be hanged.
Well, then what about peach pie?
I don't see what you're getting at.
What about yourself?
Utterly vile.
Doesn't that make you a fence-sitter?
That's why I'm having you eat that old man and shove him into the life spring.
I hope you learn to like yourself.
Don't try to impress me.
I do not like this coughing that I'm having. Don't know why that is. But, oh my god, Magilo is just such a nice... Velvaloo for life. Oh my god! I don't know why people ship Velvaloo so much. I really don't, because, like, there's not enough evidence for it. In the sense that, like, oh yeah, they have plenty of interactions with each other. If anything, it's just a cute little, like, Dom versus a brat type of skit. Like, that'd be it, really. And, like, you know, I kind of get that. I could have been pressing that the whole time? Oh my god. I feel dumb. I feel so dumb. I'm mad at myself for this. I really, really am. Oh my god. I could have been pressing the square button in order to see the rest of the map. And I haven't been this whole entire time. I was not aware that was a thing. I knew it was a thing in other Tales of games, just not here. I bet it was explained to me like one time and I don't remember it all. Oh my god. Mogulu is a switch. I think Mogulu is a verse. And I don't know what the difference is between a verse and a switch, as I said before, but it feels that way to me. It feels that way so hard to me. It maketh the most sense. I don't think there is one. If there isn't one, that's fine. I just think she would call herself a verse then. Because it sounds cooler. And she'd be that kind of petty. She would. But I think what a verse is, at least in terms of like the way that it sounds and everything, is basically just like if they're a top, you're a bottom. If they're a bottom, you're a top. Like you just play to whatever which way it is. Well, a switch could just be either or. Just as a whole. Like I think Mogul prefers to be topped by a strong top, and Velvet fits the bill.
Victory is
Fair
ours.
enough. Then again, Velvet is the power top. Just absolutely positively. There you go. And we are at level 20. Wait, you go higher? Or no? Well, we could just cook and eat. Max HP, yes.
It should be edible at least.
Doesn't seem to be anything.
I guess you never forget how to cook.
No, it's still growing. Oh, dang. Come to think of it, isn't there... Let's see here. Yeah, all the way to 20. So I guess you could just go all the way to like 21 or something? Like, what's the deal with this? I do not get that. Why can Velvet grow more on the cooking scale? That's so weird.
Eleanor, are you feeling okay?
Why do you ask?
You always seem to enjoy eating, but today you looked like you were struggling a little bit.
Really? Well, I'm not sick or anything. I actually feel even better than normal.
If you say so. Wait, do you just not like quiches?
No, I like them just fine. Velvet makes some great ones, doesn't she? It's amazing when you consider she can't taste them.
I've got it. You hate spinach, don't you?
I suppose there's no point in denying it. And here I thought you people would eat anything.
I know a lot of people don't like carrots or bell peppers, but spinach? That's a new one to me.
You think so? It's quite bitter and it's got that smell. Kind of grassy or something medicinal, or...
I didn't know you were so picky. Actually, now that I think about it, you had some trouble with the solitoma, too.
It's actually because of the solitoma. I used to love spinach when I was little, but now it just reminds me of... solitoma. I've had to take solitoma before, too, but it had the opposite effect on me. Now spinach tastes sweet by comparison.
So much for the serious, mature woman. Looks like even you have some child left in you. But don't let it get to you. Being a fussy eater is just another way of life. You're in charge of your own plate.
I just don't like spinach. What's the big deal? Besides, I know you all hate it too. I'm talking about the spinach method. Supporting peers in achieving cohesive harmony.
Oh my
It's the
god.
foundation of any successful team, and you all completely fail at it. Okay, so first, what the hell are you dribbling about? And second, I'm not going to be lectured by some wee baby who won't eat her spinach. And you know what? I do what I want. I'm a free woman, and I don't need to live by your rules.
Some of us just aren't cut out for team leadership. We'll leave that to you. You just let us each do our own thing. Am I right, Eisen?
Don't be ridiculous. The spinach method is the first thing every pirate learns if they want to join Ifrid's crew. Sometimes the younger sailors forget all the steps. I was just running a refresher lecture on it last night. Eleanor's on the money here.
By the way, Eisen, I'm still waiting on your latest report. I haven't heard anything from you in a while now.
Oh, I was gonna get to that, tomorrow.
I've had it up to here. All right, you three. Sit down and listen. Did you not hear me? Sit down and listen! I don't need to live by your rules. Some of us just aren't cut out for it. I'll do it tomorrow. You might as well be toddlers.
Oh my
Our
god.
enemy is formidable and well organized. Some might even say we'd be crazy to take them on. Surely even you three can recognize that any small lapses in cohesion could bring total disaster upon us. How did we get from spinach to a lecture on team building?
Oh, that was fantastic. Oh, that was so utterly fantastic. Who would have guessed that Eleanor could actually be pretty domineering? Did not expect that. That's probably like the most betrayal to anything else here. My goodness. I guess that's why Cactar doesn't like Eleanor.
Looks like you wanna die.
Because the spinach method. It always works. Does the spinach method actually, is that an actual thing? Or what? Because it sounds like it. It sounds like it. And yet, sometimes I forget how much I love this game, and then I see that. Yeah, absolutely. No idea. Alright, well. I mean, I can't look it up rightly because I don't have the internet to my hand. That's all I'm saying here. Oh dang, nothing. Just plop on it. Just full out died.
If you wanna live, get out of my way.
Alright, all good there. Do. And this is, oh, just a little chesto. Okay. Fero. So that's all good, but... Yeah, that's fine. So that's the big old thing right here? This thing? God dang. Oh god, it has its boys here. I'd rather not take on all these boys. But these lizard paladins are really cool. Like, look at them. God dang it. I hate it when an enemy like this hits me on top of that. Like, leave it alone. Hit it. Come on. Oh, you know what it might be? She might have to be like level 25 in order to like get to things. Okay. Because 25 was the highest for what was it called? God, I can't remember. For the ship exploration thing. It was 25 for that, so I guess that it might be like an all-rounder like that. That makes sense, yeah? Move away here.
Well, that about does it.
Okay. I do not like how just like it keeps having things.
I'll finish this quick.
You have to get rid of these paladins just like this. Bastard. I think we're almost done here. So we'll just be that and then Melchior, and then we'll pretty much be done this stream. And then ending will be just like whoosh. Lizard in. Oh my god. No. I hate Charizard so much. I really do. Charizard sucks. Though, I guess his name is Lizardon, so you need something else. Still. God, just, it's mainly because Charizard just, like, gets so much, like reverence and just, like, keeps, like, being shown by everybody and just like, no.
You're just lucky I made it quick.
There's so many cooler, Pokemon than that. And you seem to focus on the one that looks like a dragon. It's like looking at Salamence and thinking Salamence is a good design. It's not. I'll fight everybody on that. I hate it. Alright. Time to take on the big Titan. It is 57. Ain't you something, you big old lug. Alright. What? Why is it reflecting again? Ow. Do we like not do anything to it? Is it supposed to be like this? Or what exactly? Why are you... Well, let's see here. It's resistant to fire and that, but it's weak against that. Okay, so what if we arts this into... What's a combo I could use? So switch Swallow Dance into just like something that's like non... Harsh Rebuttal into Rising Moon into... Yeah, I guess we really don't have much else, do we? Yeah, not really. I guess we could do Binding Frost. I don't really have Binding Frost. Yeah, there you go. You can't have, like, mixed things to it. That kind of sucks.
Ready to die? Think you
Yeah.
can dodge? Just try. Perfect mayhem. Killing flash! Behold the arts of my ancestors! Zangetsu style! Aaron!
No mercy!
You thought I'd stop there?
Annihilating!
Forget the pain.
Nice. So we're doing damage to it, so that is good, but, like, we're not, like, really getting anywhere. Like, that's the weird thing about all this. There you go. Oh god. Why are you like so hard to like get down? I really hate that it just like reflects everything to us. Annoying. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Give me something. Oh god. Why are you not like please? Like I'm doing like nothing to it. Why am I doing El Zilcho? Come on. Oh, you got power hits going. That's good. Why am I able to just get it sometimes? Like that's something that's confusing me a lot. Oh god. I almost died. That's not good. Great time. Come on. No, stop. You're being rude. We're definitely doing damage though. Like, it's not like the other one where it's just like, I have no idea what to do. But still. Go away. There you go. That should get it. Get the power hits in. God damn it. Keeps hitting me down. It's very rude. Get it. Come on. We're almost done. Come on. Yes. There we go. We got it. It's done. Took a while, but...
Put up some fight, okay?
Provides the ability to trigger a random skill which grants the player invincibility for a set time at the start of battle, on Chaos Mode or above. Okie dokie then. I have to go back to arts because things. What goes into Binding Frost? It should say somewhere around here. Moon. Binding Frost into... Well, do we have Grounding Strike anywhere? I don't think we do. What goes into Grounding Strike? Banishing Thunder, okay. So what if we had Binding Frost here? Harsh Rebuttal. Harsh Rebuttal goes into Rising Moon, really? Oh, I don't understand any of this. I just don't understand this. I really don't, and I want to. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. It's probably a bad idea, right? Go over here.
We just need one last soul to awaken the elemental Empyreans.
Are you alright, Velvet?
I'll eat Melchior, and our collection will be complete.
I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about you. You collapsed after the thing with Teresa and Oscar, remember?
You wonder if I'm fine after eating Shigure. It's not a problem.
But wasn't Shigure a lot more powerful than they were?
But look at me. I'm fine, right? Does it seem like I'm faking it?
No.
I think I'm just used to it. Both my body and mind.
You're not just used to it. You've changed. just as I changed after finding my free will, you've gotten stronger through our travels too. You faced down many sorrows and hardships, and overcame them all.
Did I, though?
You did. And that's why
I'll make you a quiche later.
could you make pudding too?
Aw.
Sure. But are you just trying to butter me up so I'll cook for you?
Well, I mean, yeah. How did you know?
You really have grown a lot, haven't you? All right. Let's go and find me some Melchior to eat.
Melchior's taste delicious. Nom nom nom. Freaking Velvet, what are you doing? What are you actually doing? Oh, that's all good. That feels great. Oh man, we have like very little like capsules and everything. I mean, I know we just like used a bunch, but still. You know, I'm gonna have faith in this game and assume that we're gonna have like a save over here. It's probably a bad idea, and I shouldn't be doing it, but I'm gonna risk it. I'm risking biscuits. Let's see here. Sir, I don't want to join your paladin squad. Sorry you had to hear that, but sometimes the truth is harsh. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ba 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 da da. Da da da. Do do do. Look at all this lava, man. Just like, I would not be in this place at all. Cause like if that lava lands on you, boom, like you're down for the count, man. And it's going still. It's going. So what the hell is Melchior gonna do with his little trappy trip? Is he just gonna be like, ah, and he's just gonna try to push us in the lava? Is that his big plan? Shoot. Might as well just get me drunk, honestly. Mount Caloros. Coperos. It's all over the place, man. Just all over. We have not faced these things here. So let's face them.
On to battle.
Lava Atlantis. That's what they call it. They call Atlantis lava. It's lava straight from Atlantis. Imported. Can you imagine? God dang it. Didn't we find like a continent or something like right by New Zealand or something, and that's supposed to be like Atlantis? I'm pretty sure that was a recent discovery. Like, not like this month or anything like that, but like I think like last year or something. It was like a confirmed thing that like New Zealand actually lives on a continent that like sank effectively enough, and we actually had more land than we used to.
There are none who can resist my spear.
Which is pretty cool because it gives them the whole entire Atlantis theory, don't it? I am a firm believer in Atlantis, betcha. I don't think it's like a big thing. I don't think like it was a big old like civilization that was like, oh, like high tech and advanced. I think it was just like this neat little trade port. Lava bad. Sorry, I'm just trying to get something out of my throat because it feels that way, but I guess not? I don't know. I hate it when it feels like you have something stuck in your throat and you can't do anything about it whatsoever. It's the worst. It's the absolute worst. Still. Oh my god. Look at that big old sidetrack. We have to go to it. Ass.
Time to fight.
Well, I found it. Blah. Oh, blah. That was not pleasant. That was not pleasant at all. It just came out, man. It just came out. Have I mentioned before that, like, it took me until, like, I think 2 years ago to figure out that, like, green mucus isn't actually good, and I always thought green mucus was the norm. Nope, just turns out my lungs were always shit. Yuppers. Did not expect that for sure, but I guess it has to do with the fact that I used to have like ammonia like twice as a kid or something like that. Maybe 3 times, I'm honestly not sure. I'm just aware that I had ammonia, and like obviously not good for the lungs, considering. And because of that, I eventually got acute bronchitis because I wasn't able to treat it properly. Because for one, I thought it was just laryngitis, because they tell you with laryngitis it will last about like 2 weeks at most, and you just have to like let it go through. And like it felt each time like I was getting better on that like second week, so I was like, okay, I'll be fine. And then like I tried to go to work or something, and just like by the 3rd week I was going off and on about like trying to be good, until like just one day after the whole entire fact, like I went to McDonald's, got me like a Sprite or something, and just like started coughing, just like legitimately, just like full out, like having a cough attack. And if you haven't had a cough attack, it's basically just coughing nonstop, and like your lungs factually hurt. Think of like laughing, like having like a real hard laugh, and like you can't stop yourself from laughing, but with coughing. And coughing is a far more violent way to like use your lungs than laughing is. So while both will do the job of effective like hurting your ribs, coughing hurts so much more. And I really got to that point where I did not know if I was going to stop coughing or not that day. And I was just like, I have to go see a doctor. I have to absolutely go see one. And it's not like I wasn't like told by my brother, and I wasn't told by my mom. It was just one of those things where I was like, I was pretty sure it was just that. But no, it was acute bronchitis, full out. Lungs were infected, had to get it all drained. It was crazy. Don't recommend.
I'm not sure what Melchior is really capable of. What kind of man is he?
To put it short, he's the Exorcist's shadow.
Their shadow?
They're supposed to be free of malevolence, but they're only human, and so are those who they want to save. But sincerity and conviction alone won't save the world. To remain free of malevolence, they need someone to do their dirty work. A shadow.
I see. And that's Melchior's job.
During all my time at the Abbey, I was never aware of what he was really doing.
So, why hasn't he succumbed to malevolence?
Because his belief in the Exorcists as the saviors of the world is pure and unyielding. It is a mountain of ice that will neither boil, nor melt, nor break. I know the depths of his frozen heart all too well.
Wait, does that mean you?
Yes. Melchior was raising me to be the shadow for the next leader of the Exorcists, Artorius himself. But that was a terrible mistake. I was unable to live up to his expectations.
So if things had gone as he planned, we'd be fighting you instead of Melchior.
I'm glad that didn't have to happen.
True. If Magulu was running the Abbey.
They would be completely unpredictable. That would be fearsome.
Maybe. But doesn't that sound like a whole lot of fun?
It does.
So Melchior was my shadow too.
Oh, feeling too sympathetic to fight him?
I wouldn't say that.
There's nothing to be sad about. Removing shadows is part of a shadow's job. Even if I'm a failed shadow, I'm still a witch, and I cast a deeper darkness.
Good old Magulu. Nothing beats her. With that being said, we're going to switch that out, because Eleanor got more things to Melchior than Roku do. Roku's just kind of here for the ride from now on. He's just kind of like, eh. Like, I'm like 90% way there. Why not just see the rest of this till the end? Oh, God. I really did not expect Sigurd to, like, be, like, one of the last people we killed, though, like, for sure. I definitely felt like he was going to be, like, 75% way through or something.
I can see the peak just ahead. If Melchior's anywhere, he's there.
Be careful. That crafty old buzzard is nothing like Shigure. He won't fight us head on.
Is that so? So he'll just, like, throw, like, like a little bridge at us or something? Like, we'll be crossing the bridge and we'll be like, ah! Like, oh no! I'm falling! I could see it. 1, 2, Good thing we're getting more of these cat souls, but like, huh. Like, I'm trying to think here how many cat souls like I haven't gotten yet, and like, I know there's one from the town that we just visited today, but there's like a few more elsewhere, and I just can't remember where. I'm sure of it. Oh, the class 4 places. That's another place.
Is victory for us really possible? We're facing the legate, Lord Melchior.
I'd give us around 4 to 1 against.
4 to 1? Are our chances that slim?
Almost every trick I or any current exorcist knows can be traced back to him. If I throw out 3 hearts at once, he'll pull 6 out of his hat. He knows our capabilities, and he's got far more power. 4 to 1 might be generous.
I suppose you're right.
However, we have Velvet, the boy, and Rokuro. Who knows what value they'll add when they run amok? It's impossible to calculate, but if luck goes our way, our chances will rise considerably.
Right. We are challenging the hardest possible foe.
But I'm only talking about a straight-up fight. Knowing Melchior, he'll have some nasty tricks.
No matter how you analyze it, the outlook is grim.
Eisen, you too?
What's wrong with a level-headed look at things? Careful consideration could give us the tool we need to turn the odds in our favor. After all, Magilu, forewarned is forearmed, right?
Yes, that's true.
Even still, we won't find a weakness in him.
Let's take another hard look. What we need might be lying right at our feet.
At our feet, eh? I'll keep my eyes on the ground as we walk then.
Ain't that interesting? Ain't that a bit there? At their feet. Are we gonna put them in lava? Are we gonna like bash them with lava? Because you can survive getting touched by lava. Like legit. It ain't gonna be fun. It's not. But we could do it. Just splash a little lava on them. Just go like ah. It'll be fine. I'm sure. I'm positive. Let's see here. So is that like a wait away? Oh, this is not that at all. I was thinking it was something else. Jeez, dude. Of course it always comes down to like a big old man just like ruining everything, huh? It really just comes down to that. Throughout the simple truths of life, Scooby-Doo is right about everything. White old guy is trying to ruin stuff. But just be the truth. Come on. Give me that sweet, sweet board ride. I needs it. No, leave me alone, monster. You always gotta be chasing after me. It's just rude. Grabby, grabby. We got the, yeah, we did get the cat thing, and we got the red dot thing. Yeah, we're good. And we should have got the cat thing for the Icicle Village too, so we should be all good, really. Oh, look at this. Yes. Oh, it feels so good to have my board back, baby. Oh, it feels so good. Life is fine again. Look at that. They gave this to me. Thank you, game. You're being very considerate and kind. That's what I like. I do have to say, though, I think one thing I really like about this game in particular is that usually it'd be like a really upbeat sort of just like, yeah, we're gonna defeat the final boss.